Frankie Nicole here. Third time trying to record this video. Foggy brain, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I wanted to talk about forgiveness. And letting go of grudges. And forgiveness is the intentional and voluntary process by which a victim undergoes a change in feelings and attitude regarding an offense, lets go of a negative emotion such as vengefulness with an increased ability to wish the offender well. I think it's very important. I always try to, figure out, the other person's point of view and always wish them well, because, you can always be nice to your enemies, right? It's no hard feelings. Everybody's going along the same roller coaster ride, just everyone's handling it differently. It doesn't mean you have to be a dick to the next person. So it's important to forgive and let go. I mean, the part of it is you don't have to forget. I mean, but it doesn't have to haunt you. It doesn't have to haunt you. It doesn't have to be some horrible weight on your shoulders that you carry around like a ton of bricks. You can say, you know what, I forgive you and I forgive myself for all of it, and we just move on. We go. And that also clears up a lot of mental space as well. I mean, I feel like there's so much space in our minds is taken up by continuing to replay out old stories, old thoughts, patterns, and that's why we keep experiencing them until we learn the lesson. And then when the lesson is learned, we can finally let it go, and we can finally say, you know what, I get it. I don't want this in my life. This is not how I want it. I want something different, and I'm going to pursue that. It kind of goes along with, pursuing what you want. But a lot of times that's what holds us back, is not being able to let go of the past. And the past is already past. It's gone. It happened. It happened, and hopefully you dealt with it, or you shoved it deep down underneath and didn't even, process it yet. And so it's going to make its way all the way back up, and you're going to have to deal with it, 10 years later. So I personally would like to deal with it now. I mean, that probably makes me sound like a crazy person all the time, but, I just, again, I'm not crazy, and from my perspective, because I'm trying to deal with things in a timely manner. It may be right here, right now, right in front of your face, but I'm going to deal with it, and I'm going to be done with it, and then I'm going to go do something else with my precious time. I don't know. I just feel like that's just more direct, and, I don't know. Maybe this world isn't meant to be dealt with right away, but we should be dealing with things sooner than later. Don't let it fester, Yeah, last night we all told embarrassing stories, and it's funny to think that, when you tell them, they don't really become that embarrassing. They become comedy and make you feel better, because you're able to express something that maybe you yourself were embarrassed about, and other people might find it funny. I definitely have a hard time expressing things sometimes, but you have to reconcile that within yourself, otherwise you just get to carry around the weight of the world. Alright, so I have two cards here today. A great life requires intimacy, trust, and the ability to share your feelings. Express your doubts and fears, your likes and dislikes. Talk openly, listen, be present, always with an open heart and mind. I think that works just perfectly for what I was talking about. Release the demons. Let her rip, let her fly. Who cares what other people think? Your vibration that you put out brings the people around you, your tribe. That's been a meme floating around the internet for quite a while, but it's very true. What energy you frequent at, that's what you will, and surround yourself with, that's kind of what you'll be getting. So if you don't like what you're surrounded by, change your energy, change your frequency, bring it up, be more positive. All right, and back to love. Love overcomes all obstacles. A change in attitude is all it takes to turn things around. Trust in love's power. It will transform you and the one you love. All will soon clear. And I know people may be sick of hearing about love, because sometimes people want to just not think about it. They don't have it, and they're not really ready to approach the subject in their mind. But when I talk about love, I don't talk about love necessarily between two people. I talk about it really in the most sense of love between you and yourself. Because, like I've said before, we come in alone, we go alone. You've got to just, all of this, just give yourself a hug. And I don't give a shit how corny that was. I just, you just love on yourself. But keep the ego, like, here. They say, like, keep it in a cage. You have the control over your own ego and your own fears and everything. And when they spiral out of control, that's when things run amok. So let's get to the cards, because I got a birthday party to go to, and I want to just sit there and lay in the sun and drink something fresh and fruity. Maybe not alcoholic, not after last night. Cleanse. Let's do a cleanse. Oh, one jumped out. Too many. I don't want to pick that many. We'll do 5. Hi, Violet. Coming to join. Oh, I didn't get to give you a hug yesterday or the other day. Okay, so cards. Got 5 here. So we have the 6 of Swords upright, 6 of Wands reversed, High Priestess reversed, 4 of Pentacles reversed, and the Emperor reversed. So we do have a lot of reverse cards, but the 6 of Wands, another great card. Reversal is not really as bad or, poignant as some reversals. It's just kind of like, so 6 of Swords is a movement card. It's about thoughts, changing your, moving to a more stable thought patterned place. And I think that's kind of going to the, with the lesson of like letting go and releasing and moving from one place to another, releasing those fears, releasing those pains, forgiving. And I think that 6 of Wands is usually victory. Yeah. 6 Swords and 6. We have 2 6s, which is great. They're very balanced. And standing on top of a mountain with their wand. Victory is mine! So in reverse, it's kind of like, it doesn't mean that you have not won. It means that there's, it's delayed. It's not quite finished. There's still, it's almost there. But it's like, next to the High Priestess in reverse, it's kind of like you're having trouble seeing the victory, in a sense, like, you know it's there, you just have to change your mind frame to see the victory. And the High Priestess is a very intuitive, highly sexual, magical card. It's the seer, the High Priestess. She knows all, and so and she's in command, and it's so I think there's like a victory that needs to be seen by changing the mind. And then we have Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is about letting go and getting out of ruts. And then we have the Emperor in reverse, which is about, so the Emperor is, he's ruler of the land. He has to make very logical, sound decisions. And, he doesn't always bear emotion in mind. He's very logical, and this is just the way it's going to be. And so with the Emperor in reverse, it's important to consult your head and your heart. So have some compassion for yourself, but have compassion for others, and realize that it doesn't have to just be ruling with an iron fist, but you can also factor in some of your heart as well. And I think with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, I think you're starting to let go of you've been holding on to, and allowing the logic of your emotions and your mind. Because your heart has logic as well. It just doesn't seem like logic to your mind, because the mind sees logic in one way, the heart sees logic in another way. So just start shifting that perception of yours and seeing it from a different point of view. And then you can see where you've actually won that might not have seemed like a victory. Because sometimes you have to lose to win. Another paradox. Sometimes to get what you really want, you have to say, I've decided to lose this part of myself that I've clung on to so hard because it seemed so safe at the time. And I don't want to let it go because it's my safety blanket. But if I let it go and I lose, I actually win. I actually get what I wanted that I was afraid to get, because I had to take a leap of faith and let go of what once was so that new could come. And that's where I'm going to leave you. I hope you have a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of Saturday and get outside because it's beautiful.